Hey, boom. Listen, this is Coach D, everybody. I got something special for you. I know today is the very last day of February, which we know February to be um, Black History Month, not just a month where we celebrate Valentine's, but also Black History Month where we celebrate Black history. And so I have uh, something, an expression, if you will, that I've written, and I want to share it with you. And I want you to really just pay attention to the words. All right, pay attention to the words as we jump right into this thing. All right, here we go. So let me get on over here. My Black history. It is February, and we all know what that means. It is Black History Month, the time that we deliberately remember those who have gone before us, those who have pioneered change and broken through systemic, cultural, and even racial barriers we honor. We celebrate the great feats of those who have contributed to Black history. Yes, yet this one right here is hitting different for me right now. My wife and kids are sound asleep. It is early in the morning. It's just me, accompanied by my thoughts, treasured memories, and my creator. Can I be honest? I woke up longing to see my daddy and my brother. 25 years ago, during Black History Month, I lost my dad. 2 months ago, during the Christmas season, I am making funeral arrangements for my younger brother. Both men I lost in heartbreaking fashion. Neither knew what 40 years of age felt like because they passed away in their 30s. Just the same, they both succumbed to the tragedy of violence, senseless acts of violence and hate. Man, do I miss these men. Secretly, I wonder, like Darryl Sr. and Quincy, will I not get to see my 40s? Will I somehow encounter a tragic fate? Will my life end abruptly? Will it be upended with devastation, leaving my wife, my kids, my loved ones, and my friends to pick up broken hearted pieces? I guess that is still yet to be seen. Seeing as how I'm not yet 40. I have a little less than half a year to go. Answer is loading. But this is what's so dope. Whether I think I can or I think I can't, I am right, according to Henry Ford. No one ever said that my life had to come to a screeching halt, and definitely not on this side of 40. Did you know your history should never become your destiny? Reflecting on my Black history, it is natural to think that I won't make it to see my 40th birthday. Given the fact that my dad and brother didn't, yet to think that thought is a personal choice. If left unchecked, that same choice will become my truth. As we know, our truth is what is right to us. Moreover, my truth can become more than just my reality. It could become my fate. What's worse, that attitude and perspective of limited belief can be planted into the hearts and minds of those who look to me to pioneer change and to blaze a trail. That is dangerous. Now, I understand what my Black history has shown me, riddled with violence, pride, addictions, poverty, mistrust, and self-hate. Still, my history doesn't have to define me. It can and should teach me. It can guide me. It can empower me, but it should never be empowered to determine who I am and what I will become. That power belongs to me and resides in my daily choices. So before I make up my mind on whether I would die before I see 40 years on this earth, let's remember that the power of life and death is in the tongue, the other side. Knowing that there are always two sides to a coin, let's look at the other side of Mr. Ford's quote. What if I were to challenge my feelings and to re-examine my thinking? Instead of accepting the fate of my dad and brother as my own, what if I constructed the thought of making it past 39 and well into my 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and even to 100 years of age? What if I mentally designed my destiny, then spoke that image repeatedly until I believed it in my heart? Now becomes my truth. My truth says that I can defy odds living beyond my 30s. If I believe I can, then the likelihood of me doing is greater. Not only can I, but I will becomes my confession. No longer tantalized by some hopeless desire or wishful thinking about living a long life, that I will confession empowers me. It strengthens my resolve and it reinvigorates me to no longer be victimized by Black statistics or oppressed by my Black history. By Black, I mean dark, depressive, and damaging history. Ford implied that we have a choice to make. Do we choose to believe that we can, or do we naively believe that we can't? Choose wisely, because either way, we are right. As for me, I have considered my history, my present states, and the influence on others that I have been entrusted with. That is why I have and will continue to choose the former. I can, I will, and I must make it beyond my 30s. Not so I can be merely relieved at the fact that my life didn't end in the same fashion as my daddy's or my brother's. No, I can, I will, and I must, because I have chosen to use my life, my energy, my skills, my gifts, my resources to rewrite history, my Black history. Yes, this Black man has emphatically decided to make Black history. By Black, I mean bold, beautiful, and brazen history. Since I'm crazy enough to think I can, I must be right. Listen, don't let trauma or tragic events in your life rob you of the power to choose. Fight for your freedom to choose, no matter your race, ethnicity, gender, age, or economic status. Safeguard that right to choose every day. Every day, make the choice to rewrite history, to respond to life rather than react, to wholeheartedly chase after your dream. Challenge your thinking, speak intently, act accordingly. Why is that? Because you have been entrusted with the level of influence over someone. It is your responsibility to lead them and to lead them well. Whether it is your child, your students, your teammates, your classmates, or your coworkers, you have a responsibility. Exercise that power to choose daily. Remember, winning is a choice. So whatever you do, do not quit. As long as you have breath in your lungs, it is not over. Fight and rewrite your history today. I really hope this word right here has been an eye-opener, that it wasn't just an entertaining word, but I hope that it really was an eye-opener for you, and that more importantly allowed you to be encouraged, and it also challenged you, right? So go out there. It empowered you to go out there and make a difference. And so with all that being said, once again, this is Coach D. It is my honor, my pleasure to be able to share with you some of my internal feelings and thoughts and beliefs. So with all that being said, I'll catch you next time. You guys have an amazing day. As one of my favorite coaches would say, have an amazing day on purpose. I'm out.